Whatever it is that you want in life, what if I told you it's already yours? That's it. You've already got it. Just demonstrate your serious intention for whatever it is by doing everything that you can. And as you move step by step closer, day by week, by month, by year, whatever it is will take an equal step towards you. Why? Well, quite simply because what you want wants you. The more intense the feelings, emotions, and sensations that you have until it's a white hot burning desire, the more it wants you as well, so the faster it happens. Let me explain. Everything that you see in your life at the moment, your relationships, your finances, your day-to-day reality, isn't necessarily how things are because it's more like a reflection of who you used to be, which is the end result of all your past thoughts, habits, or actions, and lack of. Most people are stuck in old habits and resolutions for the new year, but there is a way of unlocking your potential and creating extraordinary change in your life. If you think of your brain as like a supercomputer, it's always changing and has the power to transform your life in just a few days. You can make massive shifts in your brain that would usually take years because scientists have measured that these changes, it's not just an idea, it's real. Because every thought you think and every action and emotion that you have creates new pathways, neural pathways in your brain shaping who you are on a moment-to-moment basis. However, unfortunately, most people live life on autopilot and they have around 60,000 thoughts a day, of which 90% of those are the same as the day before. When you're in the same environment, think the same things, you feel the same emotions, you make the same choices, and therefore you always get the same results. It's like walking the same path over and over again until it becomes the only path that you know. What's even worse is that your body can get addicted to the feelings, stress of, or anxiety from these repeated thoughts. Every morning, most people wake up, check their phone, read their messages, and worry about the same things over and over again, which triggers off the same emotions. They are literally programming the cells of their genes to be identical to their past. Every time you have a thought of some kind, you activate your brain circuitry. Now, this produces a chemical. These are called neuropeptides, which signal genes to make proteins that create the emotional state that you're in and then flood it through your bloodstream. It's like being stuck in a loop and it makes change very difficult. So they make excuses like, oh, I don't have enough time, or I don't have enough money, or it's too difficult, or it's just not possible. But what you really have to do is change yourself first, inside, and then everything around that will follow and be reflected on the outside. The good news is that you can break free from all of this because your brain isn't fixed. It's constantly rewiring itself, and your brain doesn't know the difference between something you vividly imagine and something that actually happens. So by mentally rehearsing your life, the life that you want, with strong feelings, emotions, and sensations, you can start creating that life for real. Your thoughts and emotions send out signals shaping what comes back to you. Think of it as like tuning a radio. When you focus on positive, excited feelings, you tune into opportunities and experiences that must start to match that particular vibe. So in order to create change and move in the right direction, it's key for you to start the morning in the right way because that essentially resonates through the rest of your day. Instead of grabbing your phone, immersing yourself in social media, and being in reaction to everything or worrying about the day, take time to focus. Sit quietly, even if it's just for a few minutes, and begin to breathe and immerse yourself in every tiny detail and imagine the life that you really want. And actually feel what it would be like to live it for real. Whenever you catch yourself stuck in a negative thought or reaction, just pause for a second, take a deep breath, and shift your focus to something better. You'd be amazed at how many times during the day you catch your thoughts starting to slip. Just pick one area of your life that you want to change, maybe something specific such as relationships or finances, or even the overall general direction of your life, or whatever it might be. And imagine how good it would feel if that situation actually started to improve. Now, the key here is to feel those emotions every day as if it's already happened. And if you can, try and be grateful. When you've succeeded in wrapping your desires in a layer of gratitude, you're sending a signal out to the universe that you've already received it. You speed the whole process up. It's almost as if the universe is doing a stop take and says, this person is showing they've already got it. Yeah, we haven't sent it, have we? No. Well, we better send it pretty bloody quick before they find out. Send it now. By focusing your energy and attention, you're telling the universe what you want. But it's not about waiting for the future. It's about living in that energy right now in every moment. Because in every moment you create the next one of which there is a fork in the road, a choice and an opportunity to go the right way or the wrong way. Now, if you're constantly choosing to go the right way at some point, you will reach that destination. The alternative is just too serious to ignore. Just imagine in every spare moment you chose to fork in the right direction of what it is that you really want, your heart's deepest desires, irrespective of whether you believe it was possible or not. Just suspend your disbelief momentarily. In that particular moment, there is a tendency for people to deny themselves the luxury of the magic of believing, because in their limited consciousness, all of their references in their brain says it's just not possible, or they can't see how. If you imagine a small circle in front of you, and that circle contains everything you know and think and understand, but outside of that circle, it's literally infinite. And therein lies all the infinite ways where things can manifest that you can't possibly be aware of. All of the necessary ingredients of that manifestation, from an intuitive nudge to a chance meeting, or an old friend getting in touch and asking for your assistance with something that turns out to be financially lucrative, which propels you towards the ability to reposition yourself in life. For example, another part of the world. All these infinite ways that these things can come about. Steve Jobs said, you can only connect the dots looking backwards. What I'm suggesting and describing here is that you're connecting the dots actually by looking forward, by trusting that as you take the first step, the next one appears and the process of manifestation continues. You just don't know what that step will be or when and how it will come about, but just know with absolute certainty that that step exists for you. Your job is to go about your business doing everything that you can in little baby steps to make it happen, whilst projecting into the future right now with absolute conviction that it's already there for you, by aligning your thoughts, feelings, and emotions with the end result you want. The universe will then correspond to the nature of your call and figure out how to get it to you. As long as you are demonstrating that you are serious with your intention by acting upon every step as it's given to you. Winston Churchill said, we create our universe as we go along. He knew everything in existence in this universe at its tiniest subatomic level is energy. When you change your energy, you change your life. I'm going to leave you with words from someone else who I believe is also worth listening to, that validates every syllable of every word that I've just said. And those words are this. Everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. Match the frequency of the reality that you want, and you cannot help but get that reality. It can be no other way. This is not philosophy. This is physics. Albert Einstein. He also knew. Who are you or I to argue with then? Growth happens at the edge of what is familiar, and your comfort zone is where your dreams go to die. When you want something bad enough, there is nothing in this universe that can stop you. Make this year count as you set your heart's desire in motion and just fork and do it.